Want to see your garden thrive without using harmful chemicals? That's where the magic of natural pest control comes into play. It's all about tackling those pesky invaders in a way that keeps your garden healthy, vibrant, and in harmony with nature. So, what exactly is natural pest control? Well, it's a method that uses organic, non-toxic strategies to prevent and manage garden pests. It's a kinder approach to our environment, avoiding those harsh chemical pesticides that can harm beneficial insects and disrupt delicate ecosystems. But the benefits don't stop there. Natural pest control methods are often cost-effective and can even improve the overall health of your garden. Plus, they're safer for you, your family, and your pets. Imagine your garden flourishing with lush, vibrant plants, free from destructive pests, but without the worry of chemical residues. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Making the switch to natural pest control can truly transform your garden. Let's start by identifying the culprits. Do you recognize any of these pests? First, we have aphids, tiny insects that suck the sap from plants, causing leaves to wilt and die. Then there are slugs, notorious for munching away at your precious plants, leaving unsightly holes in their wake. And let's not forget the caterpillars. While they may transform into beautiful butterflies, their appetite for leaves can devastate your garden in no time. Each of these pests poses a unique threat to your garden. Aphids can stunt plant growth and spread diseases, while slugs are particularly fond of young seedlings. Caterpillars, on the other hand, have a voracious appetite and can strip a plant bare in just a few days. It's important to remember that not all bugs are bad, but these common garden pests can cause serious harm to your plants if left unchecked. Knowing your enemy is the first step in effective pest control. Prevention is better than cure, and this is especially true in pest management. Diving into the world of cultural practices, we find that they are essentially gardening techniques designed to prevent pests from becoming a problem in the first place. One such practice is crop rotation. This involves changing the type of plants growing in a specific area each season. By doing so, we break the life cycle of pests and diseases that may have become established in the soil, thereby reducing their numbers. Moving on, let's talk about proper plant spacing. Plants that are too close together can create a humid environment, which is a breeding ground for pests and diseases. On the other hand, plants that are spaced correctly promote better air circulation, reducing humidity and making it less inviting for pests. Plus, adequate spacing allows plants to grow to their full potential, making them healthier and more resistant to pests. Now, imagine a plant that is inherently resistant to certain diseases and pests. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not. By choosing disease-resistant plant varieties, you are already one step ahead in the pest management game. These plants have been bred to resist certain diseases and pests, making them a great choice for a low-maintenance, healthy garden. Let's paint a picture. Suppose you have a garden where you rotate your crops each season, ensuring that pests don't get too comfortable. Your plants are spaced correctly, allowing them to breathe and grow freely. On top of that, you've chosen varieties that are naturally resistant to certain pests and diseases. Now that's a garden with a strong defense system. But remember, no single practice can provide complete protection. It's the combination of these practices that creates a robust, integrated pest management system. These practices not only make your garden less inviting to pests, but also contribute to the overall health and productivity of your garden. Adopting good cultural practices can significantly reduce pest problems. So let's get out there and start gardening smart, not hard. Sometimes pests still find a way in, but don't worry, we have solutions. Physical pest control methods are a hands-on approach to keeping your garden healthy and pest-free. They're simple, practical, and don't require any complicated equipment. Best of all, they're completely natural and eco-friendly, making them a great choice for the environmentally conscious gardener. One of the most straightforward physical pest control techniques is hand picking. This might sound a bit tedious, but it can be surprisingly effective, especially for larger pests like beetles, caterpillars, and slugs. All you need are a pair of gardening gloves and a keen eye. Search through your plants, particularly the underside of leaves where pests often hide, and simply pick off any intruders. Dispose of them in a bucket of soapy water to prevent them from reinfesting your garden. Next, let's talk about barriers and traps. These are a fantastic way to stop pests in their tracks before they can reach your precious plants. Barriers can be as simple as a layer of crushed eggshells or diatomaceous earth around the base of your plants to deter slugs and snails. Traps, on the other hand, are a bit more complex. For instance, you can create a beer trap for slugs and snails by burying a shallow container filled with beer in your garden. The pests are attracted to the yeasty smell, climb in, and can't get back out. Finally, a strong blast of water from a garden hose can knock pests like aphids and spider mites off your plants. This method is great because it's quick, easy, and doesn't harm your plants. Plus, it gives your garden a nice watering in the process. Remember, the key with physical pest control techniques is consistency. You need to be vigilant, checking your plants regularly and taking action as soon as you spot any pests. It might require a bit more elbow grease than other methods, but the reward of seeing your garden thrive without the use of harmful chemicals is definitely worth it. These hands-on techniques can be very effective when used consistently. Mother Nature has her own pest control agents. Let's learn how to use them. You see, our world is brimming with beneficial insects, creatures that can help us maintain a healthy, thriving garden. Take ladybugs, for instance. These tiny spotted warriors have a voracious appetite for aphids, mites, and other harmful pests. Then we have the elegant lacewings. Their larvae, often called aphid lions, are excellent at controlling pest populations. And let's not forget about predatory mites. They might be small, but their impact is mighty. These mites feed on spider mites and various other harmful species. To introduce these beneficial bugs to your garden, you can purchase them from a garden supply store or online. Release them into your garden at dusk, when they're less likely to fly away, and watch as they get to work. Remember, it's about creating a balanced ecosystem where pests are kept in check naturally. Working with nature can make your garden both beautiful and balanced. When pests persist, natural pesticides can give you the upper hand. There's a range of natural pesticides that can help you maintain a flourishing garden. For instance, neem oil, a versatile organic solution derived from the neem tree, can deter a wide variety of pests. Diatomaceous earth, on the other hand, is a fine powder made from fossilized aquatic organisms known as diatoms. Safe for plants but deadly to pests, it works by puncturing the exoskeleton of insects, causing them to dehydrate and die. And let's not forget about homemade sprays. A mix of water, dish soap, and cayenne pepper can ward off many common garden nuisances. When applying these pesticides, remember to spray both the top and underside of leaves, as pests often hide in these less visible areas. With these natural pesticides, you can tackle any pest problem without harming your garden or the environment. Plants can help each other out too. Let's explore companion planting. This fascinating technique is an age-old tradition where certain plants are grown together because they assist each other in nutrient uptake, pest control, pollination, and other factors necessary for their mutual survival. It's a natural, chemical-free way to keep your garden healthy and thriving. Consider the classic pairing of basil and tomatoes. Basil is known to deter pests, such as aphids, whiteflies, and even tomato hornworms. Another popular pair is marigolds and carrots. Marigolds exude a strong aroma that repels pests like nematodes and beetles. But it's not only about pest control. Companion plants can also enhance each other's growth. For instance, corn provides a natural pole for beans to climb, while the beans fix nitrogen in the soil, benefiting the corn. Companion planting can make your garden not only pest-free, but also more productive and attractive. Now, isn't that a win-win? So, are you ready to make your garden healthier and more vibrant? It's clear that natural pest control methods can make a world of difference. Not only do they keep pests at bay, but they also protect the environment and promote biodiversity. It's about swapping harmful chemicals for crop rotation, proper plant spacing, and disease-resistant plant varieties. It's about opting for physical techniques such as hand-picking, barriers, traps, and water sprays. It's about inviting beneficial insects into your garden and using natural pesticides. And let's not forget the power of companion planting. So why not give these techniques a try? They're worth exploring if you want to create a thriving, sustainable garden. After all, gardening is a journey, and every step you take towards natural pest control is a step towards a healthier, more vibrant garden. Remember, every garden is unique. Experiment, learn, and don't forget to subscribe for more gardening tips.